Hey,
Is everybody in Brooklyn or whatever?
That's where I'm going in about 2 hours. Let me ask you, the Jordan Brand stuff, how long was that union kind of in the process, and how much of a role did you play in it?
I mean, I don't know how long it's been going. I mean, they just asked me if I wanted to do it. That was it. I mean, I wasn't in any other aspect of it.
How big is something? How important is something like that for you?
It's huge. You get to, our team gets the opportunity to partner with the greatest of all time. I mean, it's phenomenal. I mean, put it in however many words you want. I mean, it's phenomenal.
I've heard some people say, hey, it's a basketball guy and you're a football program, but he transcends all that stuff, of course.
Yeah, I ask any football player out there if they know who Michael Jordan is, or if they want to be, if they'd like to be partnered up with the Jordan brand, and I guarantee every one of them will tell you they would.
Your evaluation so far through these first few practices that you've been able to have, what are you seeing so far with this?
The effort's been good. I think the recall's been good. The young guys that have come in are doing a nice job. I mean, we got a long way to go. A long way to go. There's no established starters at any position, and we've been in it 4 days, 2 days in pads. And so we still got a long way to go.
With all the talent that you guys lost off this past team, are you seeing a little bit more of a competitive nature, knowing that there's so many spots that are going to be up for grabs?
Well, our guys have been competitive all the time. So I mean, they're competing. They're competing because they want to win a job. It's the same thing it was last spring. I mean, whether people were here or not, every job was open, and so guys were competing for it then. And that's the culture that we've created in the program right now. Is that when you start over after the season's over with, there are no starters. Everybody gets to earn a spot.
Where are you at with the quarterback competition right now? How are they looking?
They got a long way to go. Long way to go.
How about this Chaz Surratt kid? I mean, he had put up some big numbers in high school, whatnot, had a lot of hype coming in with him. I mean, how is he adjusting to the college atmosphere and this environment when it comes to playing ball?
I think he's doing a nice job. He's progressing. He's getting better each and every day. Every rep, he learns something new. We need as many reps as possible for all these guys, so they can they can make as many mistakes as they possibly can, so they can learn from them.
Have there been any position switches since you started spring or right before spring?
Not off the top of my head. I mean, not that is there somebody that you haven't?
No, I was curious.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
With JP, is he following in Gene's footsteps in terms of not actually coaching a position?
Yeah, he doesn't have a position. He's roaming just like we did with Gene, and so the other three guys are coaching the positions, and then he goes in and helps with the linebackers. He goes in and helps with the safeties. He goes in and helps with D-line. I mean, he's just roaming.
Have you done that before Gene did it?
I have before, yes.
You like the way that's set up?
Yeah, I do. I like the setup. It enables him to see everything that's going on.
I believe last week you said Coach Smith, the running backs coach, has not been in this spread before, or what? Is this a new offense for him?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a new offense for him because he hadn't been with us. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, he hadn't been involved in our offense. The difference in where Eckler and Terry Joseph have both been involved with this defense before. So, yeah, DeAndre's really the one that's learning.
Okay, and how valuable is every practice for him to just kind of really speed up the
critical
process?
For him also. I mean, just like these players. I mean, you got freshman running back there that's getting reps, and DeAndre's just trying to stay one day ahead of him. If he does that, we'll be all right.
Speaking of Michael Carter, how's he looking so far?
He's doing good. He's learning just like everybody else. Eyes are real big, making a lot of mistakes, but he's learning from them. I mean, it's expected, and so we're pushing him hard and not cutting him any slack and holding him to a high standard. And I'm sure his head is, smoking right now, but he'll be all right. Yeah.
You mentioned Bentley and Austin and some of those guys kind of stepping in that leadership role. How has that gone? And I'm assuming there's got to be somewhat of a learning curve there with so many leaders leaving last year.
Yeah, it is a learning curve. But the great thing, and I say this each year in the program, the good leaders that we have that leave, I mean, all these younger guys, they learn from those guys. And so, I mean, each year our leaders have done a really good job, and they've just grown off of the leadership the year before them. So all these guys, Bentley, all these guys from MJ, all of them saw good leadership last year, and they'll be better leaders because of it.
What's the biggest adjustment that the defense is going to have to make this year with the big changes that have taken place?
Well, as you have new position coaches. I mean, that would be the biggest thing, but the defense isn't changing. You know, the defense is exactly the same. The terminology is all the same. We haven't changed anything. We may have added some things to it, but it's not. It's the same defense.
Where does MJ need to get better, or where has he gotten better from last year?
Well, I mean, he's consistently been the hardest worker on this football team since he's gotten here. And, you know, so you give him any type of challenge on what he needs to work on, and he's going to master it. You know, he'll work on the smallest details. And, you know, that's what I admire about him, is the amount of time and the effort that he really puts in, because he doesn't just say he wants to be a great player. He truly does what it takes to be a great player.
Very good.
All right. Thank you.